What have I got in my back pocket? Oh, when I raced out to intercept the delivery man because I've got all these Christmassy treats, I forgot one of these in their bags. So when my 4-year-old was helping me to unpack, she's like, Mum, what's this candy for? Oh, nothing, sweetie. Pop it in the back pocket. So I've got to go hide that with all the other stocking treats. Hello, another fortnight, another grocery haul. Let's do it. Now, Christmas is coming 22 days away or something like that. So I'm starting to stock up on some seasonal treats, the things we only see at the shops at this time of year. And things that I like to keep an eye out for the month of December and check between Woolies and Coles and see who has it on sale for me so that I'm not having to pay full price for any of these products. Things like our traditional Christmas morning, while the stockings are getting into, the only rule is you can get into your stocking when the grown-ups have a mince pie, and the kids are welcome as well. They're just not always into the flavors, and a hot drink. So as soon as the grown-ups have a hot drink and a fruit mince pie, yes, get into those stockings, and then we'll negotiate about gifts. So I like to get that kind of stuff and put it aside until Christmas Day because it is on sale, or was on sale at Woolies last fortnight, is probably on sale at Coles this fortnight. That seems to be the way that they work. Now, there are some things you'll see I never have in my supermarket hauls, or very infrequently. Things like soap, which I buy locally from a soap maker. Dishwashing liquid, laundry detergent, I buy in big bulk 4-litre packs and get shipped to me for free. And flour, I buy in big 12-kilo sacks whenever I need it, which is very frequently at the moment with baking all of our bread at home. And there's just some other things that I just don't buy there really. Baking goods, oats. So all those things we do buy in our home, but not so much from the supermarkets. Now, we raise some of our own meat and some eggs at the moment. We've got the garden going, and what else? Well, we're waiting on our milking cows to calve so that we can start milking again. But as for now, we're still buying milk. We've actually run very low on our red meat supply. We have some pork in the freezer, but I have bought some chicken as well. So the way that I do my groceries is every 2 weeks, I check out what's on sale at Coles and Woolies, and between them, I'll fill my online carts with who's giving me the best deal. Then I will get each one delivered to my house, which is great. So grateful for that service. And that's it. A fortnightly shop from the supermarket. Then I need to go out and get all the fruits and veggies I need separately. I buy them somewhere else, and I'll take you through that haul this afternoon as well. And we also got a really seasonal treat, which is a couple of big trays of mangoes, which I'm so excited to pick up today as well. So let's see, this is Woolies. Woolies is first. Let's see what we got. Okay, starting down here at the cold section. So I have got 2, 4, and 6 of the organic drumsticks. Now, when we're buying organic chicken, tends to be what I stick with. $11.50 per kilo, and I can use the bones after a meal for bone broth for free. So that is the best quality chicken we can get on our budget, and it has been in stock a lot lately, so I've got a few there. We will eat both of those for a meal for our family of 8, so that's 3 chicken meals in the next fortnight. And I think I've got some in the freezer as well. These are new. I've never used these. I've never made wontons. I am not much of a cook of Asian foods, or at least I could definitely learn more. But we have a lot of pork mince at the moment. So we've just home butchered some pork, home-raised pork. And I figure I want to make it into wontons, and I want to make it into spring rolls as a holiday treat. So I picked these up, and I'm going to give it a go. Have you ever made wontons? Give me some pointers if you have. I don't know yet if I'm going to steam them, boil them, or fry them, or a mixture of all of that. But yeah, it'll be fun to do something different. Now, the cream cheese is for dips mostly. We love dip, and I love a homemade dip here. I've been experimenting this year with making my own French onion dip, and it is so delicious. I will share that on my channel definitely. but I've bought a few of these. This seemed to be the best value for the Australian product. So a lot of the cream cheese at the shop seems to be imported, and I just really like Australian dairy. I live in Australian dairy country. I see the cows, I drive past them every day, and gosh, we have a dairy industry, honestly, to be proud of. So I've gotten 3 of the cream cheese spread. My kids also just like it simply on bagels. Maybe I'll have to make some for them. 2 sour creams. Now I've doubled my sour cream because I also use that in the dips that we're making. And yes, I still haven't fermented my own sour cream, so maybe I will wait until my cows are in milk and ferment their cream, if I can get any off the top, into sour cream. So we'll see how we go with that. A couple of the 5 a.m. yogurts, which is just what I stick with at the moment because I love the fact that it's a paper tub and we love the brand. It's just yummy and great. And my coconut water, which I don't buy as much as I used to. I'm not feeding as much as I used to. This is to replace the loss of electrolytes while I'm breastfeeding. But yeah, I just don't seem to need it as much. And as my children are growing older, that's great. My body's getting a break. We have some raspberries, 2 raspberries. We have 2 strawberries. Excuse me, buddy. Come on. Yes, I know. And we have 2 of the blueberries. Now we just eat frozen fruit like snacks, or we whip it up into a fruit whip, which is basically sorbet with a little bit of orange juice, and that is a real staple in our house. For milk, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the beautiful Tilba full cream Jersey milk, which we love. Milk on the cream on top, unhomogenized, and that is a lovely local dairy. So I like to support them as much as I can for sure. And that milk is delicious in our hot chocolates, on our homemade granola, blah, 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 in all the milk purposes. I have 3 cartons of the Woolies organic eggs. I have tried so hard to support local egg farmers, but the prices of one have just really gone up a lot, and this is the cheaper option for my family, more affordable anyway. And then, hello, didn't I just get your big brother off the table? Come on. Must be in the genes. So anyway, I was trying to buy eggs at the market every week, but they were always sold out by the time I got there at like 9:30 in the morning, and I cannot do earlier than that. So I'm just having to go with supermarket eggs at the moment. This is just to bump up the egg supply we have at home. We are battling the currawongs. We've put a lot of work into our chook pen, which I'll show you on my channel at another episode. But yeah, this is just to supplement our eggs that we've got at home. Butter. Hey, it's Christmas. I'm doing a lot of baking, and I want to make sure I don't run out of butter because that's just such a nightmare in our house. So we have got 16 blocks this fortnight. Yeah, we do eat a lot of butter. It is our staple fat in the home, and we just really enjoy it on a daily basis. You know, you can have it with porridge, pancakes we had it with this morning, obviously use it in my baking, frying eggs, whatever. Butter is better. Molasses. So, I don't know, I think I just saw like a Instagram or TikTok-y thing or something where the naturopath was talking about how amazing molasses is for us, and she just kind of reminded me that, yeah, that's true. So potassium, calcium, magnesium, iron, zinc and copper. If I just have a tablespoon of that a day, that's going to help to replace those essential nutrients that I am just nourishing little people with every day, or a little person. Oh, speaking of little creatures, do I just give up? Now, the big jar of Mavers, that's just my favorite peanut butter brand. I feel quite brand loyal to Mavers, actually. It's a shame it's not Australian peanuts, but it is so hard to get peanut butter with Australian peanuts. Why is that? I don't know. I'm sure I could web search that and look into it. Where's all the Aussie peanuts? I hope they're not getting shipped overseas or something. Come on, darling. But anyway, they are an Australian made and Aussie owned brand. which is fantastic. And the peanut butter is delightful. So I go with the big jars of those, and I'm glad that they have those these days. We have already used the bulk 5 litres of honest to goodness maple syrup that I bought. So I've got a few of these until I wait for my next honest to goodness top up in January, late January. So I've got 4 bottles of the pure maple syrup. Now I am switching over to using more honey. So even though I have the maple there, we are using a lot more honey in our baking and as a sweetener in general, instead of the maple and instead of sugar. So I've got 3 of the raw eucalyptus Adley's honey. That is from the south coast in New South Wales and is a beautiful product. We have pickles, which I haven't had for ages, and I do really like this brand. These pickles are always really tasty. I got 2 of those for the pantry, and they'll be so good for just Christmas nibbles, you know, over December. A litre of olive oil, just a staple, and a treat for the kiddos. They've already got one of these, and that is just the cheesy corn chips, the Woolies brand. I guess they're Doritos, aren't they? So the kids like them. The organic mayo. Yes, I do make my own mayo sometimes. I bought this recently because I didn't have time to make mayo on the day, and we used it in, we used it in sushi, which I talk about in my newsletter. If you haven't signed up yet, feel free to head over to my Substack link in the description below, and I send out a foodie newsletter every week as well. But all that aside, this mayonnaise is very tasty. It is based on organic sunflower oil. So if you are one to avoid seed oils entirely, this isn't going to be the product for you, but I don't mind using it in moderation. And this is what I've been using in my homemade dips. So that's a seasonal treat. Mavis again. I love this jam. You know, they've pretty much just duplicated the St. Dalfour jams, which are only fruit and fruit. Oh, that's my sourdough bread. Hang on a sec. I'll be right back. Is it done? Yes, sir. Goodness, just turn my back for a second and you're right there, you little scamp buncher. Now, what were we talking about? Yes, the Mavis raspberry jam. So this is sugar-free, and it is just, let's see, is it Australian fruit? Yeah, 100% Australian fruit, and they just cook it down, and it is natural jam, which we love as a staple. Mavis jam, and this is actually for wrapping gifts. So I looked at the natural Christmas ribbon, and it was about, I don't know, 100 times the price as cooking twine, which is actually basically the exact same thing, just a natural cotton twine. So I'll be putting that around the gifts to make them look pretty. Sharpies, because instead of gift tags, I just write my 6 kids' names on their gifts with the Sharpie pen. And some brown paper, because I use this every day with my sourdough bread, just makes it so easy to do. Babies. Now, maybe this is what he's excited about. I've got a couple of the Fussy Cat kitten foods just to keep the cats going, because there weren't any good sales at Woolies or Coles this fortnight, so I don't want to buy a ton at full price. I just think it's so ridiculously overpriced. So I'm going to keep an eye out for the specials week and just feed them probably on like beef mince and tin tuna and stuff in the meantime. This is the brand of paper towel I got this fortnight. It was on sale, and I think it's a great product and a great company. So we'll see how we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then this is my favorite toilet paper at the moment. Love that it's wrapped in paper, made and owned in Australia, and just a good product. And I think all we have left is the Christmas treaty section. Now, I do love the brand Walker's, baked in Scotland, and good whole food ingredients. Yes, of course they have sugar, and this one also has fructose syrup, but at least it has butter in it, butter and flour, and no really questionable like what is that kind of thing, which is great. I don't make my own fruit mince pies. I would love to one year, but I think I have to. Don't you have to soak the fruit in some kind of mixture, which I have not been organised enough to do. So I've bought these, and I've got little, what do we got? 9 mini ones in case the kids want to have some, and then some bigger ones for bigger kids and adults as well. So these were a very good price on sale. They will be put away until Christmas Day. And then these are just to enjoy throughout, you know, maybe the week before Christmas or whenever mum and dad decide to get it out of the cupboard. These were on sale as well. And you know that I do a lot of baking and cooking from scratch here, but Christmas is a bit of a time where I like to give myself a break. I do so much cooking year round that I do like to have some things in the pantry over Christmas that mean I can, oh, I've got a baby to take care of, that mean I can feed people whenever I see them without needing to make it myself and just have a little break. I thought these were super cute. Shortbread gingerbread men, and shortbread Scotty dogs are my absolute favourite. All right, I gotta go. Baby needs me. I'll be back when we get Coles. Okay, so we just got home from a day out doing all the things, all the places. You know how it is. Everybody's just collapsed in a heap, as they do in the late afternoon. So if you can hear Paw Patrol in the background, just bear with me. It's real life here, and there's lots of little people who need a rest. But we did our Coles click and collect, and we also got some extra things around the place. Actually, yeah, I just did Coles and I picked up some things at the local shop as well. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so starting down here, our favourite time of the year, one of the local places nearby does a mango fundraiser. So a couple of months ago, we put our order in for 2 trays of mangoes, and today was the happy day to go and pick them up. This did not come with the mangoes, but on our way out to pick them up, we ran out to the chook shed and got 1 egg because we're battling the currawongs. So we're trying to, you know, fight them off by being really present. But anyway, we ended up with about 46 mangoes. As you can see, this box is already half empty, and we're so happy to get those. Delicious. There is no fruit and veggie shop where I live. I live quite regional, New South Wales, and we're pretty reliant on supermarkets for fruits and veggies. So whenever something like this blows through the town, we sign up for it. We're keen. Now, it has warmed up. It is mid-20s to early 30s degrees for this week. So I just really felt like some melons. And in Coles, they had a special, I think it was 2 melons for $8. So I got 2 rock melons, 2 big honeydew melons. As you can see, they are huge as well. So I'm going to put them all in the fridge, chill them down, and I think I'm going to have that for dinner tonight with some sourdough as well, if anyone's still hungry. Candy melon, that was my son's request. He's obsessed with these, he loves them. And we also got a little mini watermelon as well. So some fruit for the week. A thing of broccoli, half a kilo. We got some of the little cherry tomatoes. Oh, I can't wait till we've got too many on our own tomato bushes. Maybe in a month or 2 months. That's going to be so good because it's just so overpriced. Then I picked up some of these. They're called heirloom tomatoes at Coles. I don't know if they're going to taste better than the normal ones, but they looked appealing. So I've got a couple of those for salads. Just 1 red onion and a whole bundle of brown onions. A nice big heavy green cabbage, which is just a really good price at the moment, which is great. And a ton of mushrooms. Locally, we picked up a bag of salad greens, and then just from Coles as well, some potatoes, which look good. So that's our fruits and veggies for the next week. I've also got in the fridge, what have I got in the fridge? Some other things. But that will keep us going for a little while, and then I'll have to do a top-up shop next week. Now, this, I'm not much of a fish cooker. I'm not much of one to cook fish. This was $10 a kilogram for the whole snapper at Coles, which came into the shops this morning. So it's super fresh. It is wild caught. and it's a very good price for that. The whole fish was $14. My husband has been wanting some fish, so yeah, he'll be happy to see that. 1 carton of eggs. I got 3 dozen eggs at Woolies. So we got 1 at Coles because Woolies ran out. Now you're going to see I'm starting to buy some Christmas treat kind of foods. And my aim is to put these away, you know, till closer to the day or when we're doing something else, watching a movie together or something. So these were on sale. I got our 2 favorite of those. And then 5 tins of tuna. That's for the cats because I like to buy the Fussy Cat grain-free dry food, but it was full price and something ridiculous like $28 a bag this fortnight from both the supermarkets. So I'm going to keep them going with some beef mince and some tuna in the meantime. Now I've never tried this before, but it is basically Nutella, hazelnut, cashew and cacao butter from Mavis, who I do really like. And it's actually sugar-free. It's sweetened with date powder. So I thought that would be a nice treat for the kids. A chocolate spread that doesn't have sugar in it. So we'll give that a go. Some olives just for snacking and a few of our staple pasta sauce. A couple of coffees for my husband who drinks coffee. And these again were on sale too for a reasonable price. And I really enjoyed having them hidden away in the pantry last time. You know how if you hide food away and then you forget you've got it, then you're looking for something and it jumps out at you and you're like, oh yeah, nice, got a treat. And some cacao powder. The Woolies brand, which is cheaper, was out of stock. So I had to buy this Coles one, which is more expensive, but that's just my version of coffee. That's what I drink when I want a hot drink in the morning or afternoon. I need a little help to get going. So I don't want to go without. It's really my treat. I bought these choc bits right next to the fish here. Hey? For my kids who enjoyed baking. I thought they could have some fun with the dark chocolate and the white chocolate choc chips. They were on sale as well. That's my kids' preferred toothpaste. Bin bags, then just the pads that we like, 3 boxes. And I have 1. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the grated cheddar cheese. You know I like this one because instead of the cellulose fibre to stop it sticking, it has the tapioca starch. So I love to pick that up at Coles whenever I can. I bought a large 1 litre cream locally, and then I forgot I had actually ordered this in my online shop as well. So lots of cream, and that's fine. You know, baking desserts, the top of hot chocolates, because even though it's summer, we still have cool mornings and cool evenings where we live. So, you know, that would definitely get used up. My kids have also requested a creamy chicken pasta, which is a favourite around here with the Guzzi's fettuccine, if we have it. So I will make that for dinner one night. And then we have 2 bottles of orange juice, which we haven't had for ages. So kids will be happy about that. I will double check what we spent here and pop it up on the screen. Oh, and I forgot one other thing. This was the dog food that they had on sale this week. I've never used this one. It looks kind of fancy, and I'm sure my dogs will be happy with it. Okay, so that's a lot. That's 2 weeks worth of groceries, except for the fresh fruit and vegetables, which we will have to buy more of next week. We'll also need some more eggs and some more milk, but that's about it. Okay, so it is a relief to have that done. I know if you're Australian and you're watching, as it gets into summer, it's so hot, isn't it? While you're running around and you're doing your chores and your errands during the day, it can just be kind of draining. So it is a relief when you've got everything done and you can come home and just fill everything up. It's great. Good feeling that you don't have to go shopping for a while. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to subscribe. I'd love it if you could like or comment and help my channel to grow. I share all kinds of homemaking from a large family perspective here in Australia, living on a little mini homestead, 5 acres out here in New South Wales. Okay, lovely to have you. Bye.